Hey, this is Remi,
Sensible J.
and you are with the AU Review at Falls Festival.
Soze. This is our anniversary.
Every year.
3 years ago we met you.
It's windy, but it's hotter.
Yeah, it was fresh last time. You remember?
I remember. It was fresh last time.
How's I suppose summer festivals been treating you at this point? You've just done Southbound, yeah?
They've been good. They've been really good. Like, I mean, it's like the first of like the hot run for us. Like, this is like kind of like the beginning of just bang, 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 bang. But yeah, I mean, it's good to just be back every single year. You know what I mean? Like, the fact that people keep asking us to come back is amazing in itself. And as long as we make the people happy, then we're happy. You know.
And we just finished a month of our own shows for Remi's tour. So those shows compared to these ones, complete opposites. When we hopped on stage at Southbound and I hit play, I was like, oh yeah, we're outside and it's a big ass stage.
I mean, how does this experience compare to, say, the Groove and the Mood tour? Because you were pulling in massive numbers on those regional runs as well. But I feel like Falls and even like Years on the Hill, all those really like isolated festivals are just something else entirely.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, I think it really is like becoming more and more based on like festival to festival, because I don't think you can survive out here anymore if you're like another festival, you know. So I think that's a beautiful thing. I think that we're like, you know, in life we're stronger in our differences, and that's like apparent. So, you know, like you were saying, Southbound before was very different to what today's gonna be like, and Groove in the Mood was crazy. Like, that was so good to us. People were really amazing there as well, and just like you said, like as soon as you start kind of getting rural and all that kind of stuff, people just seem to appreciate it so much more. And Falls is kind of that as well, you know what I mean? Like, I even like had a few chats to people before we came out here of like locals in Lorne, and you don't really like think about, you know, especially when you're like from Melbourne, you don't really think about that Lorne is technically rural, because like for the rest of us this is like a holiday spot that people go out there, see nice beaches, but there's cats out here who love this and don't really get much else for the rest of the year. So yeah, it's awesome being a part of that.
You would have gotten that vibe on the headline tour as well. I mean, you're able to sell out Darwin, you know, you're able to get out to places that wouldn't normally be in the position to have artists like yourselves come through that regularly. So to be able to go out and connect with people like that's really unique even now.
That was beautiful, playing Darwin to a sold out crowd. Because they're very thankful. No one comes out here. Thank you for coming. I heard that a bunch of times from people.
But I think we're just as thankful, because you go like when you get the opportunity to go and see places like Darwin, like, you know, like Perth, that like for now for us are becoming quite regular spots that you get to go and like see in like these beautiful places. But it's so hard for anybody else to really get around and see their own country. So the fact that we're able to continue to go back and stuff, like, that's a pleasure. As long as people keep buying tickets, we will keep going, you know what I mean? Like 100%.
And you know, we were able to see the new record kind of continue to be fleshed out on more stages around the country, obviously. But I don't know, there's something about it, you know, whenever there's a new single released or whenever we see any kind of update, whether it's a music video or a new show pop up, there's always something about the album that keeps revealing itself. Like, do you feel like that's the same for you guys now that you're continuing to develop the live?
We're still trying to suss out what's working from the new album in our live sets at festivals, because the new album's a lot more different vibe, overall tone to the last one, and it's not your normal party, get up and dance sort of stuff. So we're working out what songs are going to work, which has been cool. It's been fun trying to actually not reinvent, but think about how you can redo your festival live sets incorporating half of the new album.
Yeah, and also just like, you know, seeing the different kinds of people that come out with different kinds of music that you release and stuff as well. Like, I think that's the main thing that kind of has been revealing itself to us. I feel like for the last record we had a lot more like hip-hop fans, I guess you could say, whereas now it seems like there's a lot more people that are just general music fans who have been coming through and stuff. And like, you know, that's interesting in itself, because like for us it feels like a very natural progression to just make that album, but it, like, you know, obviously it's feeding into different places. So it's like, it's mad, that part to me is mad exciting, you know, like just seeing who likes stuff and like how they feel, and like You know, especially because the album is so like introspective, you end up having quite deep conversations with people. And that's like, you know, in itself, like, that's great for me because I got to do writing, and the more stories I hear, the better. But then also just like having someone really pick through music like that, you know, like from both the musical side and the lyrical side, you know what I mean? Like it's been really crazy. So as far as that, like, I mean, we spent 2 years with the album, so like we kind of know it inside and out. But as far as like who is gravitating towards it, that's what trips me out. Like, even dudes, I was having conversations with dudes from my suburb who I know don't listen to our music yesterday, being like, yeah, man, that stuff is like that. I felt that. I'm just like, what, really? Okay, you know. So, yeah, that's kind of where, for me at least, where it's kind of revealing itself, you know.
I think it's a cool little bit of kind of odds that we're in at the moment. I mean, we've seen artists kind of jump into different genres just because they like it, and they're just like, you know, we've got the confidence to kind of explore that and present it to our fans who might not necessarily have come from that background, you know. And I think it's great that more people are starting to embrace that a bit more, because as soon as you see artists embracing it, whether it's, you know, hip hop going into pop music or other sorts of albums, as soon as you see the artist kind of be comfortable with it and accept it, then that feeds into the crowd. And
Yeah, hard.
Yeah, that always trickles down. If they see artists jumping in genre to genre, then that kind of might make them, oh, if he can do that, then I'm going to go check out what he's doing with that.
Yeah.
They have more sway over the general public.
Definitely.
so, looking ahead to next year, what's exciting you the most about kind of mixing with the sounds that you're mixing with? What are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to just making new music. It's because it's been a long time. The album was pretty much finished in, I think, June. And I've just done a few little things here and there, but the first half of next year, it's a few festivals here and there, but mainly just hanging out at home, listening to my records, playing bass and playing drums and seeing what comes out.
You look like a kid on Christmas.
Yeah.
That's me.
Look at this guy. Yeah.
Play with my bass, play with my drum.
I get to see my friends. Yeah. Nah, I'm with Jay. Like, it's music time, you know, like, I think 100%, you know, it just go as hard as we possibly can, see how we go. I'm gonna try and explore new areas, like, of, like, landscape as well as, like, music and stuff, and just kind of try and see what comes out, you know, we'll see how it goes.
Can't wait to see how it rocks up.
Oh.
Thank you as always.
Thank you as always.
Sose.